What's good, YouTube? Cameron the Dash from Team Party Starters coming out with a new Evilswarm deck profile. Basically, I'm trying to perfect these to my preference and what I think is best. Last week I went 3-1 at locals with the deck I showed you. I made some changes. I've had all these cards. I'm just trying to play with this deck until I like it the best. And alright, let's just get started. We have 3 Evilswarm caster. Standard in the deck, always at 3. 3 Evilswarm Kirkion, definitely another one of the best Evilswarms. He's a great top deck. He's just a great card in general. Good grave control, everything. Next is 3 Mandragora. He sometimes played at 2, but I feel he's a must at 3 because I only run 2 Thunderbird. And basically the point of this deck is to get out Ophion and kind of sit on it and try to use it as efficiently as possible, and basically Mandragora at 3 allows me to do that, and with only 2 Thunderbirds I have an extra monster that can special summon itself, which is nice. Alright, this is what I really did not want to do, but I really had to put more names in for my Evilswarms, and that's 3 Evilswarm Heliotropes. I didn't do bad with the Lace One engine. I just felt the Heliotropes really make it more consistent with the Rabbit, which I think is a bad card this format. But in this deck, until we have a better engine, and I know there's not going to be more Light Swarms probably printed, but it's a must right now. Then we have the non-Evilswarms other than the Rabbit. We have the Thunder King, which I like. It's personal preference. Great against some matches, you know. Then we have a Dad. With great control, there's no reason why not to run it. Alright, that concludes our monsters. Move on to spells. 3 Infestation Pandemic. Alright, this card at 3, people always say is way too cloggy, but I'm disagreeing with that. You run 3 Ophion, so you're at least going to search it 3 times to get 3 out, so there's no reason why not to run it. I do run one of the trap, but it's just another target. Then we have 3 Mystical Space Typhoons. It's a great card at 3. It helps a lot with the removal in this format, especially against like dragons or any back row. Yeah. And 2 Prohibitions. This was a tech of mine. I like Prohibition a lot. It's one of my favorite cards to use as a side, but my friend told me about it, how like if you know what a deck's running, you just call, let's say you're playing dragons, call Blaster or something. They can't pop your Ophion. They really can't do much against you. They have to top deck like a Phoenix Wind Blast or something, then you can just Infestation Pandemic. Alright, now let's get to other spells. We have the Dark Hole, Rhoda, and One Book of Moon. And that's going to conclude our spell lineup. Alright, we have now traps 2 of. We'll start with these 2 safe zones. I did end up running 1 safe zone at the tournament, but I ran it at the tournament beforehand, like a few tournaments ago, and I really liked it, but I took it out to try it out, because I really don't like the way safe zone works without attacking your opponent directly, but I was trying to go really heavy on the control side, so I'm gonna keep trying it out too. 2-dimensional prisons. I was running 1. I was running 2 last time. I really like it. I think it's a great card. 2 Mirror Force. Now 1 of, we have Torrential, Compulsory Evacuation Device, Eradicator. The macro, which I like, it's very good against certain decks and it stops them. And against like any deck, it's not bad. It's like, unless I'm playing a deck that just bases off banishing their cards, it's not like any deck's like really prevalent like that right now. Maybe dragons, if they top deck like first turn, return from a different dimension, but other than that, it really hurts most decks. Then we have the Solemn, Bottomless, and the 1 Infection. Let's go to the extra. Alright, I'll start off. We have the Gusto Emerald. Because Pot of Avarice is banned, he's like a must. Because if you get those Heliotropes engraved, he gives you card advantage, and he also allows you to recycle those Heliotropes, allow you to use the Rabbit next turn or something. 1 Evagishki Marrow, guys. Definitely an underplayed card. 2100 attack. Sometimes don't see this, but basically what it does is whenever a monster would be sent to the graveyard, instead you can choose to attach one and send it to the deck. Cards still get their flip effects, but it's good against cards that get their effects in the grave, like Fencing Fire Ferret. We have a Utopia, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Maestroke, 1 Dweller, 1 Gemini Pro, 1 number 66 Master Key Beetle. Then I run the 1 Nightmare, 2 Bahamut, 3 Evilswarm Ophion, the 1 True Dragon, and his big brother Ouroboros. Let's get to our side deck. This first card is really new. I actually just added it not a few days ago. Basically, what it does is, I'll just read its effect to make it easier. Basically, you can add a trap card to your hand when it's summoned, and it can't be affected by normal trap cards like Bottomless Trap Hole, which is really good. And because I'll side that when I add in some certain traps I'll show later. And when it's special, when you can pop a spell or trap. 2 Fencing Fire Ferret. This card's really good. It's really broken. The 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Maxi. Alright, and that concludes our monsters. I'm not maining them because I was maining them at tournament, and my Veilers, they put in some work, but sometimes it just did nothing, and then Maxis literally did nothing for me. Then we have the Dimensional Fissure. That's the 1 spell to go along with our macro. I can side that against dragons, mermails. Then traps, we have 2 Deck Devastation, 1 Mind Crush, 2 Gozen, 1 Deep Dark Trap Hole, and a Trap Hole. These 2 are used sometimes together, but whenever I side one of them in, I'll also side the Trap Tricks, because I can search these 2 out, which is great. And that's all for today, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.